Hello and welcome to my new video. Before I start playing, I need to apologize. Because I think my apology that I wrote down isn't enough, and I'm sorry for disappearing for so many months. I needed to do some stuff IRL, and I guess I just wanted to take a break. I feel so bad that once my videos actually got large amount of views and so much positivity, I just disappeared. I have the guilt to this day, and I want to thank you all of who waited and to all that subscribed. I really thank you. Once the video got high views, I got happy, and I also panicked a little, and I guess I decided to, hide. I'm sorry, and I am back to record a new video now, from a game that was highly suggested, and the game that I bought 2 years ago, and want to play today with all of you here. So I'm sorry, and I am back. Yeah. I'm sorry if I seem a bit nervous or stuff like that. It's kind of weird for me to speak English again because English is not my first, native language. Shit. Okay. I'm sorry. I might fumble my words a bit here. So yeah, I'm here, and it's time to start a new series, The Price of Flesh. Whew. Alright, this feels weird, let's get into it. My name is Dixie. Yeah. He, him. I will censor it. I want to see it. Okay. Hey, he's waking up. Oh gee, oh just a sec. Something was pressed against my face. I barely had any time to register the sound of a car's engine before I passed out again. Whoa, where am I? I looked down, horrified to see my shackles. I couldn't see anyone else. Hello? I suddenly cheerful voice rang through speakers placed around the room. Good evening and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, have I got a treat for you? He's fresh, healthy, and alert. I'm sure he'll be versatile enough to fulfill any of your needs. Now, I'm sure you all know the drill. I'll start asking questions, and you lovely folks can begin biting at any time. I guess, wait, is it biting? I hope I said it right. Get on with it. Shut up unless you're biting. You sound like a hack. You little shit. I bet you can't even afford anything here. Get back to... Now. Shouldn't we save our passion for the main event? For a moment, the voices went silent. Shall we ask our item some questions and begin the bidding? I guess it's bidding, not biting. Bidding seems more fitting. Yeah, yes please. Excellent. Let's begin. We'll start the bidding at 100. I wondered briefly about I wondered briefly about what it was even 100 of. I guess dollars or some currency. I decided I didn't want to know what I was worth. Here's our first question. What are you doing here? I don't know. How the hell should I know? I will try to pick from my... I actually don't know. I will refuse the answer, but I'm not playing along with this. 110. I grimaced. Apparently even doing nothing seemed to appeal them. Wonderful. Now, do you consider yourself to be athletic? Say no, say yes. So you're not sure. I will not answer you, I stayed silent. Here's a fun one. Are you scared? Wait, if I don't appeal to them, will they just reject me? And I want to just see what happens. Oh, back. What the hell kind of a question are these? I glowered at the windows and kept my mouth shut. Heh. Okay, let's see. How much money do you make? I get by, I practically broke, I make plenty. You don't need to know my outcome. As if I would answer that. The room stayed silent. I gritted my teeth. Good, okay. How well do you follow instructions? I don't know. I'm not answering any of your instructions. Hell yeah. Oh, this one's interesting. Are you virgin? I refuse to say anything. Don't worry. Just a couple left. Do you enjoy camping? I stood there, stunned a moment. What does that have to do with any of this? I refused to answer. I remained static. Everyone was quiet for before the announcers continue. How mysterious. Love the energy. Last question. Who would you like to go home with? What? I look at the windows across from me in the dark room. I don't want to be sold, you asshole. Choose the green window, blue, red. I don't want to be sold, you asshole. Let's do that question. That answer. Yes. I lost my cool, and I shouted into the room. Fuck you, people. Oh my, 120, 130. Come on, old man. You wouldn't even know what to do with him. 140. I shifted my weight for a moment as the silence became awkward. 640. God damn! What? I could practically feel the angry energy coming from the red window. I felt a little bit better, knowing that he wouldn't be winning. I hear a 640? Anyone else? Haha, sold. To my robust friend in the green. We'll prepare the shipment to send out with you right away. Thank you very much for coming. Shipment? What did that mean? I felt a sharp jab in my ankle. What? I tried to bend down to inspect the pain, but I just crumbled to the floor. And they put me to sleep? Just like that, alright then? There was a pain in my leg and I couldn't move. I was seeing double and trying to speak, but I passed out. And I woke up coughing. It's cold. Huh? I can't see. I took a moment to try, and I get my bearings. I'm lying down. My hands are tied and I'm blindfolded. I push down at a wave of panic rising in my chest. I'm wearing something warm, but but a cold wind, a bit biting at my face and hands. I'm definitely outside. Oh, well, my panic exploded from my control as I heard the gruff voice and heavy footsteps approaching. Look at you, already awake. I felt a nudge, a boot, and tried to get away from it. Dog, try to get up, stay still. I will try to get up. I immediately twisted my body and tried to get my knees underneath myself. Settle down. The boot pushed me back down to the ground. It wasn't particularly rough, but something about the force behind the motion sent a shiver down my body. Looks like you're about ready, huh? I could hear the heavy footsteps slowly circle my body. Now, the suits gave me a name for you. Wait. Now the suits gave me a name for you. Taxi. Isn't that right? Before I could answer, he continued. Anyway, suppose we might as well have it even. You can call me Mason, if you're talking sort. Now, I'm gonna be taking the blindfold off. Stand up. I will obey this time. I might as well comply. It's not like I have much of a choice. I accurately scrambled before managing to get into a kneeling position. I took a deep breath and shakingly got onto one foot, then the other. I have expected him to say something about how long I was taking, yet I only heard silence. The crunch of a twig told me he'd gotten very close. That's better. A hand grabbed my blindfold. Jesus Christ. I just got fucking flashbanged. God damn. Alright. And you're Mason, I guess I'm guessing. I stepped back as my eyes adjusted. This guy is huge. My eyes darted everywhere, trying to get as much information as I could. Yeah, I'm in the fucking middle of the forest. I looked down at myself and I saw clothing I've never seen before. I was wearing a warm outfit and a coat. What the hell? Yep. It's a little late in the year. My attention snapped back to him. Your job is to survive. Mountains, a dangerous place. Understand? To my surprise, he held out a small backpack. Supplies for the mountain. For the mountain? So you want me to visit the mountain or not? Okay, I need to take the backpack. Okay, I saw a knife. I cautiously grabbed the backpack. I should probably take anything I can get at this point. I pulled the backpack over my arms and looked to him. He nodded in approval. All right. He grabbed something from behind him. Run. Oh, hell no. Alright, I am getting out of here. I turned around, screaming internally at my body to move faster. I stumbled over roots, cursing my stiff legs. What the fuck was that? A crossbow? Just as I began to manage my muscles and the pounding blood in my ears, I heard a crack in front of me. Oh damn, alright. I glanced to the side, just in time to see a crossbow bolt launched deep in a tree beside me. I ran even faster than I knew I could. He's trying to kill me. I don't know how long I ran for. I ran until my lungs felt like they were full of glass shards. I slowed, but I kept moving, sucking in the cold air and forcing my aching limbs to move. Something caught my dragging feet and I fell to the ground. I laid there, shaking, trying to process what was happening. I listened for him. Nothing. Just wind through the trees. I took a few deep breaths and I looked around myself. Everything looked the same. Just trees and mountains. I held my arms close and tried to stay calm. The autumn cold was biting. It's colder than it looks out there. I have to find some way to get warm, or that crossbow will be the least of my problems. I could look through what I have or keep moving. Yeah, I want to see what I actually have. What are these? Trail mix. A bag of trail mix. I got it from Mason. I don't know if it's safe, but it smells okay. Let's put it away. We don't need to eat. Status. Yeah, here we have time, temperature, energy, food, sanity, and health. This is actually really cool. Actions. Go to sleep, search the area. What do we have next here? Paper and pencil. Some paper and a small pencil. I can try making a map and keep a track where I am. Oh, hell yeah. I pulled the paper and pencil out of the bag. I could draw a map and then get a bearing with this. I had a thought that this might have been the exact reason he put a paper in my bag. I shook my head. It doesn't matter. I scrawled a quick drawing of my surroundings and I shoved the map back in the bag. As I walked forward, I noticed my pace slowing. Something was wrong. I know. Did that action just had the enough time for him to catch up to me? I stopped and looked around myself. The birds, the animals weren't making any sound. I must knock to my knees. Shit! It wasn't a good idea to make a map. Then I felt the pain, gripped around the half stilled a scream. I looked down and I could see the tip of the crossbow bolt protruding from the front of my thigh. I quickly whipped around, trying to see where it came from. He's there. Run or hide. I saw the slightest movement from behind a tree. Can I save, please? Here. And is that all? Yeah. And let's try to run. I turned on my heel and I ran as fast as I could. The pain seemed to fade away with the fear of an adrenaline. I ran for as long as I could. My foot began to drag. My leg was no longer obeying me. I have unsure of how long I'd actually been running. I slumped to the ground, my heart pounding. Shit, I'm dying, wounded. My leg was covered in blood. I think I got away. I glanced down at my bloody leg while catching my breath. I can't keep running with this. I gripped the tip, poking out of my pant leg in front. All the pain came flooding back. I clenched my teeth and pulled hard. Thankfully, the bolt came out fairly easily. I held my leg with as much pressure as I could, hoping that it would stop bleeding. Judging by the slow ooze of blood, it hadn't managed to hit any major artery. You are wounded. Okay, thank you, I already knew that. I breathed slowly on the ground, clutching my leg. I've made it to the trees. I sat down against the large tree. How am I supposed to? Okay, we tried the paper, we tried this, we have a knife. Flint and steel, I think I can start a fire, okay. And I have a knife, okay, no, nothing useful. Stay here, walk back to the clearing. Actions, I can search the area. Yeah, there's so much things to do here, holy shit. Where are we? I don't know if I want to search or draw the map. What if he catches up again? I guess I have it saved, so I can... The worst thing is that I die. Location drawn. Nice. So I was here, and I decided to run to this forest. Alright. Let's search the area. I search around me for something useful. I wandered through the trees and trying to remember where I've been. After several minutes of wandering, I spotted some color. Two bushes, not very far apart, seemed to have berries on them. Let's go, man! One had small purplies and blueberries. They look a bit like blueberries. The other had bright red juicy looking berries. These ones look sort of like cranberries. I don't know about berries. I don't know. I don't know which ones are good, which are are bad. I always avoid the red ones. But I will pick both. Well, beggars can be choosers. I might as well take what I can get. Okay, I picked all the berries I could find. I'm still dying. Well, shucks. I need to... Shit. Need to get rid of the bleeding. Walk to the clearing, stay here. Well, yeah, I need to walk more. I need to find something. What is there to... This looks like nice. These, I will eat these. I am not eating these. These are poisonous. I think so. From experience from real life. I was told to never eat the red ones. Don't know why, but yeah. I cannot stay here. He knew where I was running to which direction. I need to go deeper. One of the trees stood out among the rest. It's a lot bigger. If I could get on to the top, maybe I could find a way out of here. That's actually true. You're speaking true here. Let me just draw the location quickly. And I walk more to the right. There is a big tree. Alright. Walk back into the woods. Stay here. Actions. Climb the tree. I will search the area. I look carefully through the bushes among the base of the tall tree. I searched hard, but I couldn't find anything useful. I shivered violently. I felt like the cold was going right through my entire body. God damn it, I'm getting colder. I'm bleeding out. This is... okay, this is bad. It's getting night. Let's climb the tree. I grab a hold of the sturdier looking branches and began to climb the tallest tree. I hissed in pain as the effort reawakened fresh pain in my injured leg. I breathed deeply and kept moving. After some progress, my limbs began to ache from the effort. I kept moving, trying not to look down. I'm here. Finally, I saw light. There is a house. Is that Mason's? I moved a bit higher up and I saw the tops of trees around me. What about the house? It might have been beautiful if I was in a different situations. I took a deep breath and looked around for any kind of road or something that could help me. I spotted the meadow I had been released in, and something dark, something man-made. I squinted my eyes. It was definitely a cabin. I took note of the sun's positions and where the cabin was. It looks like I can get to it from that meadow. A gust of wind shook the top of the tree as I clung to the branches. It's pretty cold and dangerous up here. I'd better get back down. I carefully climbed back down the tree safely. I pulled out the crumpled map. I did my best to sketch the location. I won't forget where it is now. There is the house. Alright, we are actually doing pretty well. If I don't count the bleeding that I don't know how to... Idea. I think I know how to stop stop bleeding. If I sneak into the house when the Mason is not there, he might have something like bandages or some loot, definitely. Should I stay here till another morning? I guess Mason needs to return to his house. Or should I walk back? I don't know. Okay, let me save this. And let's... How are we doing? We are not doing well with the temperature, right? And energy. Also pretty low. The hell, I think we can sleep. I don't know. I don't know what to do in this situation. Should I set up here? Far right? And if he's living here, I can just stay here. It doesn't... Let's stay on the corner of the map. I don't think we can go further than this. He will see the smoke, though. Not good. I don't know, man. Let's try the berries. Wait, are we hungry even? Let's keep those for emergencies. Walk back into the woods. Let's walk back. Yeah, I'm still bleeding. I've made it to the trees, and I sat down against the large tree. And we are going back. I don't know, man. Shit, no, let's load it back. I think I messed up. I will load it. Loading will lose unsafe progress, yes. I will set up in here, by the large tree. I will make a fire. I search around some small dry bits to start with a fire with. Luckily there seemed to be plenty to work with. I gathered some wood and I started to work with the flint. As the spark caught the tinder and I felt this sign of relief, the warmth from the flickering light reached my hands and filled me with comfort. Actions, let's sleep. Search the area, put out the fire. Let's stay here. I relax by the fire. Okay, no one is coming. The time? Okay, the temperature is rising. Let's stay once more. I relax by the fire. I guess I can go to sleep now, right? Or should I put out the fire? Nah, it needs to go to sleep. Oh no. I awoke to the slam on my chest. I could barely make a sense of the pain as my brain... Oh no, he found me. I knew I should have put down the fire. I struggled to wake up in panic. Oh my god. Help? I think I'm dead. Then I heard a loud sniffing, and I began to make out some details in the dark. A bear. I'm cooked. I screamed involuntarily, and the bear reacted. No, why would you scream? Inches of claws sank into my chest with an impossible weight behind them. I'm dead. I fumbled for my knife. I managed to grasp it and take a swipe at the face in front of me. You are not fighting the bear with this health. It screamed with me. Jesus Christ, am I fighting a fucking bear? Yeah, I kept screaming as the huge jaws clamped down on my neck. I think I'm dead. God damn it! My scream became a gurgle as the flesh from my throat was torn away. I had no time to process anything. Thankfully, everything went dark quickly. In a way, as everything faded, I thought this beast was merciful. Excuse me, you smelled delicious. Thank you. I guess. Alright. I'm not sleeping here. Yeah, I need to stay awake. I am not sleeping here. Well, back to the woods. Well, back to the clearing. A cold wind brushed through the trees. I tried to shield myself from the bite. The pain in my limbs and face felt like a tiny knives. I heard a loud crack. Shit, but... God damn it! I jumped at the loud sound and whipped around to look in for the source. I spotted it easily. I stumbled backwards. I stared in horror at the bolt protruding from the tree bark next to me. I turned to where the end of the bolt was pointing and saw him. Everything felt so slow, like I was trying to move during a nightmare. I saw the second ball in the air. You gotta be kidding me. I felt a punch and a yank on my arm. I was knocked off balance and I fell backwards with a soft thud. I was still a deer in the headlights. I wanted to scream, but it felt like it was stuck inside my throat. Finally, I began to gain control of my body again and began to scramble as a boot landed on my chest. No, wait. You're not so hard to find, are ya? I strained against the weight as he bent down. My eyes widened as he grabbed the bolt currently through my arm. No! Jesus Christ. Damn, he's drunk. He yanked it from my flesh in one mercifully rough motion. I screamed loudly and clearly. It seemed to ring through the cold air. I realized he leaned closer as I gasped for air. You got an animal scream. Gets the heart pumping. What are you doing? Get off me. Please don't hurt me. Jesus, I don't know. Well, let's save again. Time to keep saving, I know. Get off me. I struggled as hard as I could. He was massive and I didn't hatch. Still, I needed to try everything. I grunted as he pressed down a bit harder. He flashed a small grin. So, how's the leg holding up? His words made me look down. Dark blood was caked all around my thighs, soaked through my pants. I almost didn't notice him licking his thumb before he had it pressed to the wound on my leg. I had no time to react. I cried out hoarsely as he shoved his thumb deep into my thigh. Jesus Christ. My cry ended in wheezing sobs as I tried to curl in on myself. The pain was blinding. Careful now. I forgot about his voice as what the guy gave him. Careful now. Fuck, I forgot. Well, doesn't matter. I'm enjoying this so much. I began to shake involuntarily as he stood up. A hole like that's gonna slow you down. You are gravely wounded. Oh shit. I tried to hold my injured leg with my bleeding arm. He stepped away from me and to my surprise began backing away. Just you wait, I'm going to your house next. I just watched in confusion as he nodded to me once and then turned around to walk away. What? He disappeared into the trees. Why was he leaving me? I squeezed my torn up arm and tried to avoid thinking what I knew was the answer. He was playing with me. Walked towards the cabin. I can. I could, but I'm not doing well. Nothing. Like nothing is doing well for me right now. If there is a place where I can actually regain so much of this, is the cabin. But I think he's going there. Let's follow him. I think I'm going to the right direction. I pushed past more trees. There. Please. I know there is a I think there is so high chance that I will not be here alone. But I need to. No. I suddenly a break in the trees led to the side of the wooden cabin. Oh no. To my frustrations, there was no sign of any road. Just thick forest on all sides. How the hell does he get out of here? I could try looking inside. Get the hell out of there. Go inside the cabin. The thing that says to get the hell out of there, I think it's a meaning that nothing in the cabin is going to make me survive in my state. I am... Yeah, I go to sleep right in front of his doorstep. Yeah, no. I could search the area. No, 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 no. Sleeping here would be crazy. I did not mean to click that. I'm not sure I should stay. No, 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 wait. I did not mean to say that. To go inside the cabin. I slowly opened the door. I wasn't sure shaking, if I was shaking from the cold or from worry. I moved I moved it so slowly, terrifying of making a sound. Eventually I was able to peek inside. Dark. Opened the door and poked my head in. Once my eyes adjusted, I could see bones and floors. It smelled musty, but it was warm. We are inside his house. Let's go. And sort of cozy in a way. Shit, I'm not sure I should stay here long. Fucking hide inside the closet or something like that. What do you mean leave the closet? Shit. Here. The reason why I'm saving is because I want to do this. I want to search the area. But if I search, I think there is a guaranteed thing that he will find me here. A guarantee. No questions asked. I just don't have the energy to go back. Nothing. I'm bleeding. I'm gravely wounded. I'm so desperate, man. Shit. This will let me be killed. Well, it's a part of the game. I got to work searching the inside of the cabin. I checked the shelves and the cupboards. I tried to ignore the fake glass eyes and the open skull sockets watching me. Tools for cooking and carving. Strange dark brown leather and furs. Everything seemed to be handmade. How could there be nothing useful? Nothing useful! It was small. I'll be somewhat creepy living here. Not a single weapon, at least nothing bigger or more dangerous than the knife I already have. I sighed in frustration. I'm not sure I should stay here long. I jumped as I heard heavy footsteps outside. Yeah, I knew he was going here, but I'm actually surprised that there's nothing useful. You would think that there will be something like, I don't know, food. Definitely water, no? Or does he drink from the lake? I don't know, no. Well, it was worth a try. I jumped as I heard the heavy footsteps outside. Shit. I frantically looked around for somewhere to hide, but the cabin was so small. Shit. Where would I hide? In the campfire, I would burn. In the closet? I actually don't know where I would hide. I would try to hide behind this chimney. Before I could even step forward the wall, the door was thrown open. For a split second, he just stared at me in surprise. Oh. Oh, am I in a trouble? Or will you, like, pat me on the shoulder that I found your little hideout? I spent all day looking for you, and you're right here. I fumbled for my knife and tried to swipe at him. I hope as he grabbed my weapon arm and twisted it behind my back. Oh shit. He slammed face first into the cabin wall. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Ooh, I could feel him breathing behind me. I really did want this to last longer. Barely got any tracking in. He pressed me tighter and I wheezed. But can't have ya knowing where the cabin is. He let go of my arm and gripped both sides of my head. I felt a chill of recognition. No. Damn, with one practiced and brutally strong motion, he snapped my neck. I was unable to move or speak. I could lie there for the next few seconds as my senses faded. Jesus. You visited the cabin. I'm sorry, man. Can I leave, though? A cold wind brushed through the trees. I tried to shield myself from the bite. The pain in my limbs and face felt like tiny knives. I'm not sure I should stay here long. I need to get out of here. There's nothing here. I could have searched this area, but... Man, I'm just dead. I think I need to get along. Get the hell out of there. I head down to the meadow into the clearing. I'm gonna die. He should be in the cabin. I think I can just set up here. Right. Food, sanity, I'm dead. I'm just farming the deaths and endings right now, to be fair. I search around for some small dry bits to start a fire with. Luckily there seemed to be plenty to work with. I gathered some wood and I gathered to work with the flint. I sparked and caught a fire, the sign of relief. A warmth from flickering reached my hands and filled me with comfort. I'm gonna bleed out. Well, I guess let's get that ending then. Go to sleep. He was chasing me. What? I ran through the trees. The hollow thud of my feet on rotting ground echoed my heartbeat. Wind and branches clawed at my body, desperately, clinging tighter and tighter as I ran with more desperation. My footfalls increasing pace, with the terror bumbling up, threatening to choke me. Then suddenly I spilled out into the open. What? I gasped and I sucked in the breath. I filled myself with the damp and a gentle decay. It was warm and welcome. Gravity pulls my attention to the water. Black water, the inky surface, was as still as the night around me. Something pulled me. Jesus Christ. I stepped forward into the water. Am I dreaming? Am I having a fucking nightmare? I wandered forward deeper. Back on. Yeah, I'm dead. As I slid deeper in my legs brushed against roots, claws, bones. Yes! So you've started to wander. Yes! Yes, goddamn. Damn, let's go. I didn't play this. Yeah, see, I don't have to skip it. But I know this is supposed to be Lawrence or something like that. So you started to wander. I couldn't move. A deep sense of dread filled me to the core. Hunter's prey. This place and time will define you. I'll be waiting. Awoke to slam of my chest. No, did the bear find me again? I could barely make a sense of the pain as my brain struggled to wake in panic. Yeah, I'm fucking dead again, aren't I? Fuck you, man. I was so enjoying my moment with Lawrence. I'm not ending it on a fucking bear munch. Crazy. I'm gonna bleed off. Well, what if I... Wait, map. To the rocks. I did not visit the rocks. And I'm gonna bleed out, right? Yeah, I'm gonna... I watched the tiny clouds formed by my breath in an icy air. Somehow it didn't seem so cold. I wasn't shivering anymore. I felt tired. Where was I again? Around me, maybe if I just rest a little. Sound of water, I came to a creek. The lazy stream was actually kind of pretty, yeah. It made me feel a little better. I'm gonna stay here. I need a fire, man. I'm gonna freeze to death if I don't put out the fire. Make a fire. I searched around to smell dry bits and start my fire with. Luckily there seemed to be plenty to work with. I gathered some wood and started to work with the flint. As I caught the fire tinder, I felt a sign of relief. The warmth from the flickering light reached my hands from comfort, and yeah, I'm going to sleep. Hopefully the bear doesn't fucking see me. If he does, I'm gonna lose it. Actions. The beast will tear your flesh from your body. What? You mean the bear? Excuse me? What was that? No, I cannot click it. What? Is that because my sanity is so low? It must be. Well, I kinda think he will, but let me try. Yeah, it was just a warning. Alright. I'm gonna just stay here. I tried to move, but I couldn't. I collapsed to the ground, and I didn't have any energy to move on. Struggled for a moment longer than I then passed out. I slowly opened my eyes. I bled out. Blood. I wheezed and tried to push myself up. My shaking arms wouldn't cooperate. Part of me felt like I should be panicking, but I was too exhausted. The sound of leaves rustling was a strange lullaby. It was cold, but pain was fading. I struggled to breathe for a while, just listening to the life around me. My blood seeped into the ground. Then I closed my eyes. Yeah, and you bled out. Great. What time it is? I think it's a good time to end this, and I will continue next time. Let me get back to my menu. And I thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry that I didn't record in a while, as I said on the beginning of the video, but I promise you this. I will get the other episodes from the Brace of Flesh as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was a very long time since I recorded last time. So right, have a nice rest of your day, and goodbye.